I'm back. All right, I did some fine tuning on this. I finally figured out the secret to the lips and the eyebrows, and they're pretty big secrets. But let me zoom in real quick, and you take a look at those eyebrows, and you take a look at those lips. Now, those lips are exactly like the flashback mask, and the flashback mask, I'm going to say the lips are identical to the original Shatner mask. Um, so here, there's my lips, and there's those lips on the flashback mask. There is next to no difference in my lips flashback mask. Flashback mask and my lips. I don't have the eyebrows lined up like the flashback because I wanted them more like the original 78. So this is the flashback mask lips, which are, I believe, are very, very close to the original Shatner mask. And there are my lips. So, and the eyebrows, man, hands down, they're on the money. They are on the money. So anyway, I just wanted to update you guys on this because it was driving me crazy with the lips, uh, the chin area, and I was thinking it was the chin, and I was looking I was like, what is wrong with this bottom half? From the nose down, something wasn't sitting right. And I broke out a bunch of pictures from all different angles and only from the original 78 and the Halloween 2. I did not look at any other pictures. I just stuck with those pictures and it hit me like a brick. I was like, oh my God, I figured out the lips. I finally figured out what was wrong with the lips. And believe it or not, the flashback mask, the lips are very accurate to the exact, I'm going to say the original Shatner mask. So here are the new lips. I've just readjusted them. And then you can look at the flashback mask in Halloween Kills. Look how close my lips are to those, if not identical. I mean, no, not identical, that is impossible. But they're the flashback on the flashback mask. These were extras that I've got the pictures from. All right, and here are my lips. Can you see the resemblance? What do you think? Oh yeah, I think I got it nailed. Flashback, Night Creeper. I figured out the lips, finally. Now I'm going to point out some of the things that are, I'm going to say, almost identical. All right, the curvature of the inside of the lip, where the two lips meet together. You see that, like it goes up and then back down into the valley, and then back up again and then back down. Look at that first on the flashback. They're there. You have to look carefully. All right. The peaks are almost identical on the lips and the width between the 2 points. I have it zoomed in so it's a little shaky. See? But this was a big secret. I mean, well, it wasn't anybody's secret. It was just the secret of the mask itself. And when it revealed itself to me, it literally hit me like a brick. And once I figured it out, oh my God, it changed the entire sculpture in that fast. It just, I was like, oh my God. The minute that I realized what I wasn't doing with the sculpture to get the lips right, and when I did that adjustment, the entire jawline all fell into play. It all looked great. The entire jawline lined up. Everything looks exactly now. So I'm super pumped. I am really pumped. This gets molded tomorrow. I was going to mold today, but the heat wave is just too much. It would have melted my outer layer of um, clay, and I would have been stuck with a puddle of mud with this clay. No way am I doing that. So I have to get up with the crack of dawn tomorrow and get this outside molded before it starts getting hot. And I'll squirt it down with a water bottle just in case it does start getting a little warm once I get to the front half of the mask. That's the part that I think I'm going to be starting to hit. Some of the heat of the day is going to be when I get to the front. If I can get up at dawn and get out there, I can get this whole thing done probably within 3 or 4 hours, molded, completely molded, and hopefully separated. Oh yeah. So I figured out the secret to the eyebrows. They're identical to the original Shatner mask, and I mean identical. I really have these so close you can't tell the difference. From the distance of the bridge of the nose to the lengths of the eyebrows. So the one thing you have to understand when you're measuring these eyebrows, the distance, well, when you're doing it on a flat screen, you're not getting the true difference, the true size, because you have to remember the face is curved in, so it's not accounting for that distance. But once I figured out those calculations, I'm not a rocket scientist, but I did find a way to figure it out. I got the eyebrows dead on, and they look good. They look real good. They were too long, just a little. They were, well, because it measured. It was measuring correctly to the original sculpture, and but when you looked at the mask straight on, it just did. They looked too long, and it drove me crazy, and I couldn't figure it out because I had to. Oh yeah, like some beats. I figured out the lips. I figured out what was wrong with them. There's my sculpture, and here's the flashback mask. And you can see they're almost identical. The lips, the way I sculpted my lips. And all I'm going to say, when he sculpted this for the Halloween Kills, I think he used the Shatner. He actually used the Shatner lips on the actually Star Trek mask. I don't think he used like the life cast. I think he used the original Shatner. I saw a picture with Gene Roddenberry sitting behind Captain Kirk mask and a Spock mask. And if you look at those two masks, look at Captain Kirk's mask, and then look at the flashback masks, and you're going to be like, oh my God, they're exactly that. I have a feeling that he used that particular picture to hone in that version of the lips, and it's really close. So now my lips are almost dead on. They're really, 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 really close. So, I mean, I don't think if you can take 2 still shots, still shot each one of these. He could have. I don't know, but I think originally it all falls back to if Nag, if he copied Nag, that's fine. But I think Nag copied that particular picture. Um, that's either way. When you look at these lips on this sculpture right here, on this mask, and then you go, I'll tell you what. You know what? Let me just move over there to the computer. I'm going to zoom back out and I'm going to take you to that picture. I think I have it on the desktop still. Yeah, I think I do. I'm hoping that it is. I need to move the light. Yeah, it just changed the shadowing over there, but that's okay. We don't need that right now. I need to put the phone down so I can drag my chair over. Give me a sec, guys. It's not dark. Just move. I ain't off of here yet. All right, move this chair over. All right, move this light over here. Let me get back on this thing and I'll show you the picture that I think they used for this sculpture. All right, let me see. Hopefully it's on the desktop. Did I zoom back out? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. I'm going to shrink it. I'm going to shrink it because I don't. Let's see if I can find it on my desktop. Close all this stuff. Do I have it on here? Please tell me I have it on here. I don't think I have it on here. Hold on. Let me see. All right. It's not on there. It's not on there. Let's see, Michael Myers. Gotta give me a second. I gotta find this picture. Well, that's one, but there was more of a forward picture of Gene Roddenberry in front of the two masks. I gotta find it. It's gonna drive me crazy. I have a lot of pictures of the original mask, and that's what I was going off of. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Okay, so let me do this. It's here. It is definitely here. All right, 22. Can't believe I took that off of here. That's like it's going to be on here. It's going to be lower. Ah, there's a Nick. There's a Nick mask. It's Nick there. Nick Mopagano, his mask. God, where the hell did that go? I'm playing hell trying to find this picture. I don't know what I did with it. I had it on the desktop. Plowing through it too quick. All right, let me see. Do I have it on here? Now these are actual still shots of the movie. That's how I literally go frame by frame. Okay, not in that folder. That's definitely not it. Well, there's a Captain Kirk there, but that's not the same picture, and it gave me the right angle to really. This is terrible. I can't find this picture, and it was on my desktop. I took it off of there for some stupid reason. All right. Where did I put that picture? It's got to be here. Now, this is my folder where I have all my H1 and H2 shots. There's a hint to how I fixed my lips right there on this picture. Yep. That was a big eye opener there. Jesus, man, I can't believe I did that. I must have deleted it. I don't know. I gotta find it. I've got H1 and H2 all in the same folder. I've got basically every picture that this mask. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. There we go. This is the one. That's the picture. Now look at those lips. I thought, oh my God, that's exactly how that's exactly how the oh, come on, the flashback mask looks. Those lips right there. And I'm not saying like the separation in the middle is just a little bit different. There are, but it's the shape of the lips, it's the contour of the lips and everything are identical. Even like up inside the cracks. I mean, I zoom into this really good. It's actually a really good picture to zoom in. I can really, let me see. Yeah, see, now you can really see it. See that, guys? And I think that's the actual, that's the original 75 Captain Kirk mask right there. And Spock was right next to it. I remember this because I worked in a place where, well, temporarily I was working on and off. I was young, and there was a place called the Fun Shop, and they sold these. They sold all Don Post masks, and they had this, and they had both these masks, and I think they were only like 10, 12 bucks, something like that. I forget what they were. You know, they might even be cheaper than that. They might have been in the single digits. I don't think they were real expensive masks. And yeah, who'd have known? We're talking summer of '75 when I was on the boardwalk there at that particular place. And my buddy actually worked there all the time. And I used to go in there and hang out because it was like a magic shop. It had all kinds of gags and tricks and stuff like that. So it was really fun to go in there and find all kinds of neat things. And I remember these two masks always being right there. Nobody's buying them. Nobody. I never saw anybody buy one of those masks. But let me see, I was 75. So 3 years later, what do? They take it off of a store shelf, cut the eye holes out, paint the hair a little, or blacken, mist the hair, spray paint it white, and call it Michael Myers. And who would have thought that this mask would have been so terrifying, um, especially back in those days. But that's a cool picture. I really like this picture. It really shows, especially into the eye cuts. I can really see the detail into the eye cuts. And since this is actually from uh, like one of the first castings, because you can see that he was still young here. So my guess is I think that that mask was probably just produced right when they took this picture. It was probably a publicity picture. So that means this hasn't been recycled through multiple molds over and over again, because you do lose detail in a lot of these sculptures. The more times you overproduce, you reproduce. I don't think they did real big time master copies like they do today. You know, it's like this here's a master copy. I'll never lose the original shape of that mask because that's in polyurethane. They could have done it in plastic, but then you got to deal with shrinkage and everything else. So I think when things were over, and at that time, Don Post was the only guy making latex masks. And the only way he was making them is he was using wet clay, and he was using, they didn't have plastics and making master molds and everything. They would just constantly redo a mold by making an oversized mold and then making a latex master copy and then foam fill it. And that's how they would redo their copies. Now, if you know anything about latex, it doesn't pick up every little detail. It's close, but it can change in time. It can change over time. You know, even the shape of it can change. So I think this thing was mass produced, and over a 3-year period, by the time they found one sitting on the shelf to do Halloween, that thing's been probably 50,000 molds later. I don't know, you know, I'm just saying, like say 1,000 molds later, that was the casting that they found in the store. So it didn't quite look quite like that. Then it did. It might have. I don't know. I know the hero mask that they used in the '78 film. It looked awful close to this. So they must have found a really nice copy. So here I am yapping about. Let me see. Let me see. Gene Roddenberry. That's who that is behind here. He's the creator of Star Trek. He wrote that series. That's Gene Roddenberry right there. He created Star Trek, and he had a Captain Kirk and a Spock mask there. So that's Nag mask. Well, I'm not. I don't debate that. I think I'm not saying he didn't use a Nag mask. Maybe that was the best way to see the lips, because I can almost assure you that Nag copied the original mask. So either way, it still comes back to this, you know. So anyway, I fixed my lips, and you can even see the profile looks a lot better now too. Yeah, the lips are almost identical to the Kirk mask now. Took a while. Took a while to really figure it out, but now I've got it figured out. And tomorrow morning, I was going to do it today, but it just got too hot. I can't mold this in this kind of heat because the face will melt. So tomorrow morning at the break of dawn, I'll be pulling this outside to mold this. Now I'll go live and I'll upload the video. I'm sure none of you guys are going to be awake, but I'll go live and I'll upload the video so you can watch the process. If you're into it, I'm going to mold the entire thing. The last video, I explained what I did here. So you want to go back to a few videos. Actually, there's like 2 videos, maybe 3, where I explain what I did here and how I did it and what these things really are here. I'll give you a hint. It's flashing. It's metal flashing. And that's going to be my dividing wall. And I'm going to have clay on the ears and underneath the neck on the backside, because that's where it goes. And then once I have the backside of the sculpture done, I take the flashing all off, and then I do the front half. And so that's how that works. So there it is. That's the mask I think that a lot of people have used in mimicking the lips, and it even gives you good eye cuts. So anyway, I got 5, 4. I keep bouncing around with 5 and 4 people on. But I'm going to bounce off of here, guys. This is an update. Tomorrow morning, this gets molded. The retooling, I even repositioned the eyebrows to make them more accurate. There you go. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm looking forward to this one. This is I think, I don't know. Every time I say I think I'm done, I find it where I discover something else. So this is the Night Creeper 78 retooled again, and every time I find or discover something else out, I'll keep doing it until I get it perfect. I don't care if I have to retool this thing 10 times. I don't care. I have to learn as I'm going anyway. I'm learning the small details that I was overlooking, and I'm going to keep at it. I'm really trying to chase after replicating this to a T. So, and I'll keep after it. It's not going to hurt anything. That clay will never come off that armature. So, and it's a hard clay, so I can cast it. I can put it in a mold and then demold it, 2/2 mold, demold it with a little bit of damage, and then fix it and keep going with it. So until I get it perfect, I want it to be right. All right, guys, and I'll tell you something. Everybody asked about the little dent. Let me see. In the head. All right, you see the little dent right here? Everybody says, well, what is that? Why is that there? Well, I want you to take a look here. You can see the dent right there. There's the dent. It's in the actual original Shatner Captain Kirk mask. Yes, so details matter, especially to you guys that collect. So it's just keep pushing until I get it where it's right. Got to get it right. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce off of here, go eat my dinner. I want you guys to enjoy your night. And if you're up in the early a.m., I'm going to be right at the crack of dawn. I'm going to be out here sculpting, or not sculpting, I'll be molding my Night Creeper 78. So, and now the lips look right. Look at the profile, guys. Isn't that nice? It just, I can explain what I did to him, but you're not going to probably understand. There was just a lot, the shape of them. There was the whole frontal shape of it, where it tucked into the top. There was a lot of things. I should have videoed it, but you know what? I was like, I need to get this done. And I mean, I needed to get done now, because tomorrow I want to mold it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And you guys have a great night and peace. Thanks for tuning in. And see you in the AM if you guys are up and about. Anyway, hit the like, the subscribe. Definitely hit the like button for me, will you? But don't forget to subscribe. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that notification bell and make sure you hit all, because sometimes you won't get notified if you don't have all on. All right, so, and if you still don't get notified, then what I would do is simply unfollow me and then follow me again, because that's what usually happens. Subscribe, unsubscribe, and then resubscribe. and then that'll fix your issue with not getting notified. All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the daylight. Bye.